I am honored. I am elated. I'm anxious. I'm nervous, and I think that is, um, I think it's important to express that vulnerability and humanity. One of the things that I talk about all the time with my students and my mentees is to find humanity in the score, that there's always a human in the score that you work with, whether as an instrumentalist, whether as the composer, arranger, whether as the conductor. We are all interpreters of the human that is already present in that score. So my goal is to bring my sense of humanity to the humans that are already present in these scores. Alice is a Detroit legend. She is a phenomenal Black queen of a musician, and I believe that the music that you will experience of hers that many will not have experienced beyond recordings, and some have not even heard the recordings. So this will be a first time for so many to be invested in her work. She comes not only through the legacy of amazing Black woman harp players, harpists that we have in Detroit, like Dorothy Ashby and Patricia Terry Ross and all of those. But she brings to us the jazz symphonic landscape of her work. It feels ethereal. When I listen to her music, I feel Stravinsky and I feel John Williams and I feel Puccini and then I feel John and I feel so many different things in her work that I think will translate to generations of old and new. And I think that is something very intrinsic to those who we consider to be timeless artists. Alice Coltrane is a timeless artist. I am very grateful for the, I guess you can say, unique background um, that I have to bring with me to the Detroit Jazz Fest. And I must say, not only inclusive of my being a native of Detroit, but my family background has gifted me with so many different creative experiences. My father, Alvin Waddles, who is no stranger to Detroit Jazz Fest, brought me up with him as a child. I just went wherever he went. And I tell people all the time, my father does everything I do just 10 times better. But he was classically trained, so he's a wonderful concert pianist, but he is also very much connected to the Black religious scene in Detroit, gospel music, of course. Also, he is a wonderfully gifted jazz pianist and singer and vocalist. He works in music theater, and all of these are things that I experienced from a very young age. These are things that I have been grateful to envelop myself in Detroit and other spaces that I've been in around the country and the world, whether through my studies or through professionalism. And so these are the things that I'm so grateful for a man like Chris Collins to invite me into this space. And of course, with Ravi and Brandee and this amazing orchestra and the arrangers, Mike McGinnis and all of those. We all have these different villages that we've been a part of, and it creates this collective energy that I know will intensify the stage when we get there.